Hey there, Taos. It's reporter Jesse Moya with this week's sneak peek at what's inside your Taos news. In sports, the Taos Tigers emerged as the District 2 4A champions in basketball and will host the Santa Fe Indian School in the first round of state March 3rd. The Peñasco Lady Panthers and the Cuesta Lady Cats will clash for the 5th time this year when they meet in the opening round of the Class 2A tournament fray March 2nd. Also, check out the photos that made the cut in the latest collection of Month in Sports pictures. Tempo features a look at the amazing season of major world music acts planned by Roots and Wires Presents. Starting with the New Breed Brass Band this Friday, the local promoters are planning some don't-miss shows this spring and summer. In addition, we're also covering the deep dive into Edward Albee's Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, planned by Somos and the Taos Center for the Arts. A talk by Drew Tulchin of Santa Fe's Meow Wolf, the old menu change-up for the Old Martinez Hall, the new show of artwork by Jameson Wells at the Harwood, and the blend of old and new styles followed by the popular local band Lluvia Negra. In state news, at the same time the feds are seeking more funding for Los Alamos National Laboratory, the lab's ability to safely handle and track beryllium, a component of nuclear pits, is in question. In the kitchen this week, columnist and foodie Lucy Herman brings you delectable breads made with veggies, herbs, and fruits. Plus, wine expert Molly Steinberg details the breadth and depth of the versatile Chenin Blanc. On the environment front, even with a little snow piling up in the mountains, northern New Mexico could still see a big fire season. Over the past 400 years, the biggest fires in Taos happened when a few wet years went followed by a drought. That's the exact setup we're seeing in the climate right now. Reporter Cody Hooks takes a look at the history of fire in the Taos Valley and what the BLM and Forest Services are doing to prepare for whatever happens in the coming months. On the crime beat, reporter John Miller provides an update on the Holly White missing person case, shedding light on new details on the ongoing investigation, including the results of recent fingerprint testing and the potential to test for DNA. Together, local private investigator Elaine Graves and father of White, Ray Alcott White, continue to hold out hope for a breakthrough in the nearly 2-year-old case. In other community news, Chris Jones, a 43-year-old Carson resident who worked as a beer brewer at Taos Mesa Brewing, died Saturday night after his truck rolled on State Road 150 near Arroyo Seco. A memorial service will be held for Jones at Taos Mesa Brewing in coming days. In the courts, we roll out the next edition of the docket, which will include updates on recent cases, including the sentencing of a Carson man to a 51-year-old with the Department of Corrections after convictions on a sex crime against a child jury trial last November. In schools, Taos is no stranger to the recent statewide threats of school shootings. Parents and community members have become increasingly on edge about school safety, and school officials say they are doing everything to keep those kiddos safe, despite the recent threats. Well, that wraps it up for this week's preview. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to pick up your copy of this week's Taos News.